Welcome back to Footballin with Ben Roethlisberger. I am Ben, he is Spence, and you are in the basement. So welcome. We are here after a big win in New England, which I said we would win, and we did. It's funny because I put question marks around Drake May, question mark.
Yeah.
You know how he played. I thought he played really well. I mean, we'll get into it, but it's still a win. I am 2-1 now in my predictions of the season. We will get into this week's game in Ireland, in the Minnesota game.
I was going to do an accent. I thought, I'm not going to be able to pull that off.
But as you're pouring me the first one as we start the show, as always.
Yeah.
Why does that look so dark?
Yeah, it's a bad start. My bad, bud. Hey, I warned you, though. I warned you a couple weeks ago.
That's right. I did remember that.
You know what I mean? This one is...
This feels like it's going to be bad.
Oh, it smells good.
You know what else is bad? The reason I'm dressed golf attire. I just got back from golf.
Yeah, you look great.
And thank you. Appreciate it. My buddy Chris and I, of course, destroyed my other buddies again, Chuck Nettles and Jeff Dyer. I mean, it's kind of a reoccurring thing. We've never lost. And so this is going to be the first, drinking this is going to be the first loss I've had today.
Hey, man.
Probably, it looks like it. But just appreciate Chuck Nettles. It was at the 10 Memorial, celebrating his father, Timothy E. Nettles Foundation. So love those guys. Love the Nettles family. Awesome dudes. Love winning. Keep asking them if they want to mix the teams up. They don't. They're still looking for their first win. So sorry, Jeff and Chuck. Chris, well done, my friend.
Well, let's have a celebratory drink.
Okay.
All right. So this is from New Belgium. It is the Belgium Collection 1554. A surprising bright taste and dry chocolatey finish. One evocative of dark brews enjoyed in Belgian taverns 500 years ago. So this is the OG. Just like you ain't never lost.
500 years ago.
You've been winning for 500
Those
years.
are still a little stuffy. Sorry.
You let me know what you think here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, actually.
See, I told you it was good.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was expecting...
Look at that.
There's a little like a hinty, not coffee, but there's definitely something that you can taste in there.
The malt finish.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's not... which I'm excited to... Did I say I was excited to get some Guinness?
Yeah, because you're going to Ireland.
Oh, in Ireland, I'm definitely going to get some Guinness. It is not... This is not bad. I'm going to do one more little one.
Yeah.
It's like Chris and I. Beating Chuck and Jeff since 1554.
Yeah, well,
I like that. It's not bad. Actually, that's not horrible.
You got a lineup of a couple heavy hitters today. One I think you'll really like.
Okay.
I think it was
not bad,
the next one. I'll break down the next one when we get to it. But so you were golfing this morning.
Yes.
Rain victorious, and I used rain literally.
It rained on us.
Here in Pittsburgh, it was
finally, but it's been a month. I mean, you get like a couple inches of rain. It's like it's flooding.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. We needed it bad.
Yeah, my yard was just yellow.
Yeah,
it was
kind of what happens.
So
that's what happens. When there's no rain.
Yeah, let's do this, man. If you guys were with us on Sunday, thank you so much for joining. We did our first live stream of the season. We have a couple more of those that are going to be happening throughout the season, which we're excited about. Those are always fun. We get to hang out with you guys, jump into the chat, take questions. Those are a lot of fun. It's a long time to be staring at our faces, though.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
it was fun.
Yeah,
we enjoyed it.
We're grateful for you guys tuning in. We'll let you guys know the different games that we do as those get sorted out. Make sure you stay tapped into @FootballWithBen on Instagram. We'll announce those also on this YouTube channel, so stay subscribed to that as well. That being said, we got live reactions on tape for this game in New England. Mm-hmm. But that video, which you can go watch, it was in the moment. We've had some time to think about it. Right. We've had some time to react. Let's hear what you thought about the game after having some time to let it breathe a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I start this with, do you start it or finish it with a win's a win? Because it is. A win is a win. But there was definitely some negative. I mean, there's some, again, people will say, well, when I played, same thing. Like, yeah, there's negative, but a win's a win. There's things that need cleaned up. Let's say that. There's no way, rhyme, reason, shape, form, anything that game should have been that close with 5 turnovers. No chance. That gives me, if you're going to say, give me some causes for concern. Causes for concern. The game probably should have been a blowout. Yeah. They turned the ball over, New England turned the ball over twice inside the 2-yard line. Like in the end zone, like that That's unbelievable. If one of those isn't a turnover, one scores, I mean, it's unbelievable. Not capitalizing off the turnovers. Now, again, we talked about during the live stream, when the ball gets turned over somewhere like in their own ends, like when they're backed up, the Patriots are backed up, so the Steelers are going in, that's a different ball game. When you get the ball turned over at like the 1 or 2 yard line, you still have a lot of field to work with, you know? I still think, that being said, a +4 turnover ratio is great on the stat sheet.
Right.
But you can't make it so close and have to score at the end of the game. You know, Aaron Rodgers throws a great ball to Calvin Austin to win the game. Still, New England's got a chance to drive down, and really, I think they probably, it would have been more interesting if they had a better 4th down call.
Sure.
You know, they threw it short of the chain of the sticks, maybe expecting their guy to make the play. I still am a little bit baffled. I don't know if anyone asked Coach Tomlin in his press conference today about the timeout he took there.
Yeah.
You know, he was when it happened, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. In my opinion, you want a team on offense that is kind of panicked. They're rushed a little bit. They're trying to get something figured out. Now, at the end of the day, it worked out, and maybe Coach designed some sort of a defense there because he had the time to draw something up or kind of calm it down. I guess it would kind of go back to how we've talked about a lot of times in the show. When we would go no huddle, you'd get the defense. They're very vanilla, right? They can't draw up unique things. So maybe in that sense, Coach is like, we would have to be a very vanilla defense because they're rushing. Sure. You know, I don't know. To me, without studying our defense, it seems like we're a pretty vanilla defense as it is. Like, it doesn't feel to me like we're getting a lot of unique pressures, unique defenses. And I think even Coach Tomlin said that today in his press conference. He said there's something along the lines of, and I'll probably mess it up, that situations or circumstances are preventing them from doing things. And I don't know what that means exactly.
Like what the offense is showing them is preventing them from,
or is it injuries? Is it?
Yeah.
I don't really know, but I want to see Jalen Ramsey blitzing.
Yeah.
I want to see safeties doing. I want to see more linebacker stuff. I'd like to see the uniqueness. But anyway, I know I've kind of gone away from the 4th down and Tomlin and then the turnovers, but the game shouldn't have been that close. So that's my cause for concern with the turnover thing. That just is it's scary that you can't score more points with 5 turnovers. The game was that, I should say that the game was that close with 5 turnovers.
For sure.
Now, if it was 5-4 turnover ratio, there's only one difference.
A little different.
You're talking +4. That's crazy.
Yeah, if that was 5-4 turnover ratio, that would have been a soup sandwich of a game. It was already crazy.
It was a crazy game.
But is that just something maybe then to be said about the Patriots defense? Or is it just, hey man, you got to turn something into something? Like,
well, I'll go to my next cause for concern, and it'll answer your question a little bit. I felt like, and again, this is my opinion. It's our show. We can say what we want. We might be completely off, but we're never wrong. My opinion is, as the game is going on, I think, and I'll give you an example of why. I think that the Steelers are afraid to take shots down the field because that forces your quarterback to stay in the pocket and hold it a little bit longer. And I don't think the line's playing well enough to do that. I think Aaron's getting the ball out of his hands because he doesn't trust what's going on. Again, my opinion, I'm not saying, maybe not trusting is the wrong way, but he's been getting hit. Okay, no sacks. Congratulations. Aaron still got hit a bunch. There's a play where Broderick Jones is standing completely upright, and the guy basically runs right through him. It's actually the play we laughed about when his guy hit Aaron as soon as he threw it. And Broderick ran by. Remember, yanked his shoulder out of place. That play, if you go back and watch it, because I went back and watched 2 plays specifically to watch the line play. Broderick he's so upright, and you can't stand upright as a tackle. You've got to get low because guys are just going to get underneath you. James Harrison, what do you talk about? Leverage. You get a guy like if James Harrison was going against Broderick Jones, he'd have 15 sacks a game. I'm telling you, the low leverage he's going to get around Broderick has to be better in protecting. And then there was a play later, and when we actually ran the ball, we're in the end zone. I wish I knew exactly. I could probably look it up on my phone, the exact play. But you watch this from start to finish of the play. It was a run play. Mm-hmm. He doesn't block a soul. He runs by the first guy and is looking around, looking for another. I mean, it's a little bit cause for concern. Yeah. Okay. The panic button is sitting here, right? It's in the glass case. You gotta flip the glass case open, then flip the little red thing, then hit the button, okay? This team, I'm not the team. as a Steeler fan, I'm just looking at the button. Okay, I'm just looking at. I'm not even ready to flip the first glass case up yet. Okay, but when I start thinking about my line play, my hand is right here, getting ready to flip the case up. I haven't flipped the glass case up and then flipped the little red thing and then flipped it. So I got a couple more, but my hand is like, because I'm concerned with the line, because I think what it's doing is it's preventing us, them, the team, I know that part of it, preventing the Steelers from opening up the offense. Yeah. We're not taking shots down the field. We talked about it when we were watching the game. I'm like, we got to start taking shots down the field. Now they threw it to DK, got a PI, which was great. But I would love to know the stat sheet on plays potentially over 20 yards. Yeah, even potential.
100%. How many of those? Yeah, we're talking about one play in which you're targeting DK down the field.
Down the field. Yeah. And I know that Calvin Austin caught the touchdown. I don't know how far that was, the last one, but it wasn't like I want some deep balls. Yeah. I want, even if it's the middle of the field, let's work the middle. But I don't think that the line is giving him enough time. And I think it starts with that left tackle. So either give him help, right, or figure something out.
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, that was the thing we were seeing as we were watching it. I mean, the challenge with that is when we were looking at the schedule and predicting things early, we're like, well, you have the Aaron factor. Mm-hmm. Well, the Aaron factor is only making an impact if you get to leverage his skill set with those receivers.
Yep.
And if you're taking away the ability to leverage his skill set, then you eliminate the Aaron factor.
No doubt.
Right. And so,
but here's what I would say too. Okay, so people might say, well, Ben, what do we do? Do you bench him? No, I'm not. I don't know what you have behind him, so I'm not saying bench him. But here's what you do, and I think here's what needs to happen in order for Aaron to be maybe more comfortable. If I was the quarterback, maybe I don't want to speak for Aaron. If I was a quarterback and I was in this situation, here's what I would say. And I think this is a multifaceted answer. I want to get the tight ends more involved. We talked about it on the live stream. Remember, we talked about those little stick routes and we need to get Jonnu Smith more involved. We need to get Pat Freiermuth more involved. Even Mount Washington. We have to get those guys more involved. And how do you do that? It's 5-yard out routes. It's little juke routes over the ball where they get lined up on linebackers and they have the option to go in both directions. We don't need to get them involved right away at 15 or 20 yards down the field.
Sure.
If we can throw those little out routes and stuff like that to the tight end, just like we saw New England do, right after I said it, they did it. And they hit the guy for almost 15 yards, I think. It gets the ball out of Aaron's hand. He's not getting hit. It protects your linemen so that they're not like having to block all day. So you kind of get a twofold, maybe threefold answer there: a ball out, protect your linemen, and you're getting tight ends involved. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a good way. It's short passing game, and I'm not talking about throwing little I felt like it feels like there's a lot of let's look down the field deep and then let's hit the back as a check down. That's great, but you can use your tight ends as check downs too, and it's actually a way that you and let them break a tackle. Let Jonnu Smith break a tackle. Let Pat break a tackle and get 7 or 8. Now you're in second and short. Mm-hmm. And let's do it on first down. Let's come out the blocks a little bit. Because listen, I know I'm all over the place. I didn't even anticipate doing this. Right. Jaylen Warren runs hard. Mm-hmm. No one's questioning how hard he runs. No one questions his balance, his toughness. But at some point, you've got to do something else. You've got to open holes. You've got to give them the opportunity. We have no explosive run game, no explosive plays in the run game, and so I think it's frustrating as a fan. I think you can tell I'm frustrated that we have the weapons on offense. We did, maybe it's because we didn't have the preseason to do this stuff. Maybe all of a sudden now this is the end of the preseason, right? It's 3 games. Now we'll start to mesh or something. I don't know. But if Aaron's feeling that heat, again, no sacks, great. But he's still getting hit. He's still getting picked up off the ground. Yeah. He's feeling that pressure, I promise you. And Aaron's probably going to be in there right now with those guys. Hey fellas, what are we doing? Well, what are we doing?
I mean, you saw him Sunday yelling at people.
Didn't look happy.
You know what I mean? And understandably. And I think my question is trying to diagnose and then remedies this is everything that you just spelled out. I think, fans have been asking the same questions. Why are we not getting tight ends involved? Right? If our tackle is struggling over there, why aren't we just? You got 5 tight ends, man. Right. We got more tight ends than the Browns have quarterbacks. Give him a route, but let him chip somebody on his way out.
No doubt. Right? Same thing they do to T.J. Watt. You 100%. Put a guy there, you chip, and then he's your leak.
So then the question is, if this seems so obvious to us watching, why have we not implemented this so far?
I don't know. I don't know if it's not in the game plan. I don't know if how much you need to see your quarterback who's not a spring chicken who doesn't want to get hit until you start saying, hey, listen, we got to do something about this.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not bashing Broderick Jones out of just it's evidence. And that's only 2 plays that I saw that it's like, oh my goodness. And I got word from someone outside the organization, not in the organization, but someone that watches the All-22 that was like, hey, it's not just these ones. There's a majority of the plays where it's not good. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
And I assume that Tomlin's addressing, and I assume maybe it goes to the O-line coach. I don't know him. I don't know what he's doing, but at some point there needs to be some accountability from that left tackle.
Yeah, it's twofold in my mind. One, it's like, why does it seem so difficult to adjust it?
Yeah.
In real time. I don't know, maybe that's a conversation we have. What does it take if you have a game plan and that's what you're putting into meetings and in the install, what does it look like to say, hey, that's not working out here. Let's flip the script, boys. Belichick used to do that amazing at halftime.
Yeah.
What's the impact of that? And then also, like, Arthur Smith coming in, I felt like we almost anticipated the overuse of tight ends.
I know.
How has that not happened, especially without like a core 2 wide receiver? I know we're using CA3 as that, but like,
I don't know. That's what we thought that Pat was going to be like a dude and Jonnu when he came here. I was like, remember how excited I was for Jonnu to come. Like, man, what are we doing? I'm not sure why they're not using it. As for the adjustments you can make in game when it comes to blocking, I don't know if Arthur Smith's offense maybe doesn't have it, but it was super easy when we were playing. We would just call the protection with a chip, put a chip on it.
Yeah.
That tells the back to go chip that guy. If we had a tackle or someone that was struggling, whether injury or he's going against Myles Garrett or one of the best guys, hey, listen, back, you're chipping that way every time.
Yeah.
Or we're going to put a tight end there, chip on your way out. That's not in most offenses, that's not a hard thing to do.
Okay.
Now, why are they not doing it? I don't know. Maybe it is not in the game plan. Maybe they don't want to do it. Maybe it's a challenge. Maybe they didn't think that pass rusher was that good. I don't know, but it's not hard to just put someone there.
I mean, if it's not in the game plan, brother, you need a new game plan.
I don't disagree. So anyway, that was I know that was a long-winded cause for concern. My cause for concern is it's always going to be the quarterback being protected, and I never like to go with the lineman, but when you're watching that and you're watching someone get beat up and it's affecting the game, again, a win's a win. We can keep saying it, a win's a win, but this is that my hand when it comes to O-line playing is sitting right. I'm tapping the top of that glass case of that panic button. Just
100%. Here you go. What do you got here? Panic button, Cam.
Just touching the top of it, So
yes,
that's a cause for concern. And again, it kind of leads to the offense all in all. Like, why is the offense? The offense looks great. They might lead the league in scoring on the opening possessions, right? You go down and score opening possession, that's awesome. They got a 14-0 lead. We talked in the game, man, this is going to be a blowout. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden it starts to settle in. And it's just like, what are we doing?
Well, the pulse.
What are we doing?
I mean, the pulse of the city, man, and the fan base is, of course, we're happy that we won, all right? Because that's going to matter in week 16 and 17, for sure. However, sitting here right now, I'm like, that many turnovers and you didn't put up 56 points, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I don't
with
disagree.
Aaron Rodgers, it's not like you have a rookie quarterback that needs to get, accustomed to the speed of the game in this league. You have Aaron Rodgers, man.
Yeah, and Aaron came through at the end when you needed him to, right? He made some plays, he made some throws, he went down the field a little bit, got help with some penalties, and you've got weapons. I think it was great that on that play call is third down, I think, and they ended up going past the sticks. I think the defender probably thought it was going to be a shorter. Yeah. You go to a guy that's probably not expected to get the ball, but you put it. I mean, that was a great throw. And the one to DK was a good throw, but DK that's a big window. The one to Calvin Austin is gold jacket Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. That's a great ball, great throw, great read. And so yes, you can look at it and say, hey, listen, Aaron bailed us out when he had to.
Yeah.
Probably did. But with 5 turnovers, you probably should have put 30 someone on board.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. And I think they know that. And again, the cause for concern is just that right there. I think defensively, I want DK to get more involved.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It's crazy to me, man.
We brought him in with all that money, and what are we doing?
I'm curious of his stats, because I feel like I'm not hearing his name as much as I'm not saying he get the ball every time, but like I felt like even when we had George, we were targeting more. I mean, it's every once in a while, I'd be like, listen, just get, I don't know, throw it up there.
And we talked about, they threw a little screen to him. You get him involved, but at some point, let's get down the field on like a deep, like a real nice slant route. And maybe they're putting 2 and 3 guys over the top.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not happening. But I did see the one when they threw the deep ball. I'm like, no, here comes the safety down. It's single high. And they took the shot.
Yeah.
Now, there was a PI, but I think that's one too where Aaron will probably look back and be like, if I keep that in, we talk about penalties are good, but you want to give them a chance to catch it, right?
Yeah.
For touchdowns are always better than PIs.
Yeah, and you made an interesting point too, man. Just putting your guys in positions like let them try to break the first tackle. Like give them these. You did that a lot. You did that a lot, and I don't know the reason behind it, but the last couple of years, like get these guys out there. Like you have playmakers.
Right.
Get it to them. You know what I mean?
Get the ball to playmakers and let them make plays. But it feels like we're giving the ball to Warren, whether it's handoff or a check down, like way too much. Let's get the ball on 5 and 6 yard out routes, 5 in routes, basics. That's just like a 10 to 12 yard in route. Let's work the middle of the field. It seems like the middle of the field's getting worked on us.
Yeah, dude.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah, at least try it. I mean, if it doesn't work the first couple times, then just, but like we're not even. I don't know that I remember anything going over the middle of the field.
Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I know Aaron was trying to go there on the pick. It was kind of a little seam route. We did hit a seam route early, in the cover 2, but it's just. It is a little bit frustrating offensively that we're not, to me, feel like we're utilizing our weapons. And I think it all does go back to the line. Like maybe they're just not comfortable in having enough time to throw the ball down the field. So again, take the shorter passes.
Seems like you would be, seems like, I don't know if you ever thought about.
Inside curl routes from the tight ends.
Yeah, it seems like you're passionate about this. I think you should.
Routes. How about a diagonal? That's just like an arrow, just straight to the flat. Let him break a tackle.
That's what I'm saying.
Just slant behind it with DK.
All right, we'll dive into some of the positives after this beer. This one is from Victory. It is Dirt Wolf.
Dirt Wolf.
Dirt Wolf. This is one of the very first double IPAs I've ever had.
Kid. Dirt Wolf.
Dirt Wolf. It's 8.7. And it says it has untamed howling hop flavor emerging from the woods. This strong pack of American hops converge in an aggressive dry hopping to deliver a big, bold bite of citrus and earthiness. This untamed double IPA is on the prowl. Call on the Dirt Wolf and you'll invite the pack.
Dirt Wolf. You do one of these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's double hop. I mean, it's hoppy.
Yeah. I will say this about right here on this bottle. You're like, this is smooth. You get halfway through it.
Yeah.
You're like, that's a nice.
I could drink a whole one, no problem.
Yeah.
Because it is that's one when if you want a good craft beer,
that's it.
That's gotta if you like IPAs, double IPAs, that's a great beer, no doubt about it. And it is good. It's hoppy. You better have a water with you.
Yeah, you want to order a water with that one. That's what I was saying.
Better have a water. Yeah. But this is one our good friend Brendan will definitely enjoy. He likes IPAs. Like, he would like that one.
You might have to put it in like a glitter cup.
Sippy cup or something.
Well, he's got that glitter cup, that glitter sippy cup he always drinks out of. Brendan does.
Right, with the straw, with the bone straw, the curved straw.
Yeah. He loves that.
It's all right, though.
Okay. So, I mean, we talked about some of the areas of concern. What did you see that you liked? What did you see? You're like, you know what? If we can maximize that.
No. Well, I think if I'm going to start on the positives, I'm going to go to the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I know that it was far from perfect, trust me. But I think the first thing you have to go to if you talk about the defense is TJ Watt, right? There was a lot of talk going into this game about how many games Spence has a sack. Where's he on the stat chart? Where's this? Where's that? And all of a sudden he comes out and he's an animal. Yeah. He does what he does. He recovers a fumble, at least one sack, tackles for losses, got held on a couple plays he didn't get calls for. I think if you're a Steeler fan and you're excited about something, you should be excited about that. That, okay, he still has it. We know that. We know he can change the game. Maybe this is what he needed to kind of get going again. But again, it felt like they didn't pay as much attention. A couple of their chips were not real chips. Like it was like in the tackle, then one time when he's sitting there waiting, he didn't sit wide enough. TJ was right around him. So you still have to, even though you have a chip, you got to be a competent right tackle.
If I'm a back or a tight end, I'm not looking forward to chipping 90 either.
Not at all.
You know, just touch them. I tried. You saw me try though, right?
I hear you.
One thing I will say that might contribute to that is this was the first appearance of Derek Harmon, who I was
that
very.
was going to be my next comment.
Very well. Yeah, I'll keep it there then. I was very grateful for his presence on that line.
Sack.
Limited snaps.
Yes, it's going to be fun to see the continuation and the usage of him.
Yeah.
In stopping the run. Not again, was it perfect? Did they limit him to no yards rushing? I think they still had a 100-yard rusher. I think whatever. Maybe not like 100 as a team. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, they did fumble a lot though. I think that you should be excited as a Steeler fan about the defense in that sense. The front kind of group, Holcomb, the plays that were made, guys. Because it's one thing when balls are on when the other team is coughing up the ball.
Yeah.
But we fell on them too. When we recovered them, that's a huge deal. So that means guys are in places to make plays. Cam batting the ball, getting intercepted. I think there's definitely excitement, I would think, where the defense is going. Now, does that mean it's perfect and that means that Drake May didn't have a good day running the ball? Sure. And he's a great runner. You're not going to get a guy, I don't think, that's as good of a runner as him all the time. You're going to play. We'll talk about Minnesota this week. You're going to play Carson Wentz, who can move still a little bit, but looking ahead to the Browns, just keep Flacco. Those are ones where you push the pocket. You want Flacco to run. Certain teams you want them to run. There's probably still a little bit of concern in the secondary about some of the stuff they're doing. There just seems to be some holes, and to me it looks like they're trying to drop too many guys. So you just got time to sit back there. You're trying to let your rush get home, and it does when it's working and they get home, but. Again, I'd love to see this week, especially against Carson, bring some pressure.
Yeah.
Bring some pressure, make it uncomfortable, make him get the ball out quick, catch the tackle, or tackle the catch, I'm sorry. So I am excited about where Harmon is. I'm excited about, Cam still playing well, TJ obviously doing his thing. So there's definitely some I think the defense is trending in the right direction, let's say that.
Sure. Yeah, it did seem like New England could do anything they wanted in the middle of the field. How would you diagnose that? Like, what are we doing to allow that? Yeah,
it feels like at times we just have a lot of guys dropping, and I don't know if that's all their strong suit. I think that's Patrick Queen. I want to see him. Let's see him blitz. Let's not see him dropping the coverage so much. So some guys are built for that, some guys aren't, and so I just think that when you're dropping guys back, and it just creates these pockets to throw the ball in. Maybe the outside guys are making plays, and so that you're going to work the inside. People aren't afraid to use their tight end. Hint, 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 hint. Let's use the tight end.
Seems to be
you
working.
Got enough of them that are good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, nothing like there's no magic. Oh, we got to do this.
Yeah.
We just got to be better on fourth down as well. I think they were pretty successful on fourth down. And that was fourth and short, which is good. Now, obviously, the last one got the win off of, but. You're gonna start playing some good teams towards the end of that schedule that are gonna be. I'm gonna go through this thing at some point. I got a lot of W's down here at the end. I might have to readjust.
Yeah, I'd love to see more. And I know we just got Jabril Peppers.
Played well.
Played really well, and obviously some extra motivation. But it's also like that's a dude. That's a dude that's been around the league for a minute. But I'd love to see. I'd love to see more blitzes.
Yeah,
I saw you.
Totally agree.
They did that in the preseason with Ramsey and the series that he got. It was super effective. We used to do that all the time with Mike Hilton.
Yes, bring the nickel off the
why aren't we doing? Where's that at?
Mike was a very, very good blitzer. He had a great feel for it. We used to blitz Troy Polamalu. You blitz. Yeah. You need now. Troy's obviously he's different level, but but let's see some secondary blitzes. Let's see some more linebackers go. Let's show some cover zero. Like bring the house. Make the ball come out quick. Make them make a decision. Like let's go.
Yeah, I wonder why we're not.
I don't know, but again, I'm not really sure why it is either.
If there was just someone we could ask.
I know.
Like if you knew someone over there, you just like.
Look at this sound. Hey,
hey guys, quick question.
Thought any reason why we're not blitzing ever? Feels like. I could be wrong. I need to probably look up and see like what our percentage of blitz is because technically a blitz is when you bring one more guy.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, man.
I want to see I want to see two guys come. I want to make it uncomfortable for a back where he's got two guys to pick up. Which one's he going to pick up? And then we got a free runner. Like, because even if you don't get home, you're hitting the quarterback. Hit the quarterback.
In this city, we should not be wondering if it's a blitz or not.
No doubt.
This city.
It's called Blitzburg.
That's what I mean. We should be like so overwhelming.
Yes.
That
again, it does put pressure on the back end. but you brought in
That's what I
guys on the
mean.
back end. You got, I know he's not out there, JPJ, and you're going to have Slay, and you got you have guys back there on purpose. Let's go.
I thought they were bringing in your Ramses, your Slay, you're getting them tight with JPJ. I mean, literally, they named that the three-headed monster. I figured we're doing that so we can send in some linebackers, so we can get.
Maybe we will
off the edge.
if Joey comes back this week. We'll see. Porter's coming back.
We're waiting for one guy to do all that.
I wouldn't think so, but again, we need to see something, and I don't know why it feels like the defense is just predictable. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just dumb eye watching. It doesn't. They're.
Yeah, I would argue that your eye isn't necessarily the dumb eye. Me, for sure. Some fans who don't have the inside of football and we're just angry that like something didn't go our way, for sure. But if you're seeing it, and you're not the only former player with a platform that has acknowledged these things.
Yeah,
I'll say that. Well, that being said, let's bring in football and sports analyst expert, Chef Evan.
Hey, Evan. Hey, guys. Welcome to the family dinner.
Hey, guys.
Brought to you by Giant Eagle.
There you go. No, you're good. Hey, good to see you, bud.
Good to see you.
How are you? Good.
So this is, I just want to make sure I remember, this honors the last game.
Yes.
This is not a preview of next week's game.
No, this is
New England.
Yeah, New England.
Okay. Hi, Evan.
Hello.
I'm glad you're here. We had a lot of people during the live stream asking if you were, okay, if you were falling off the beanbag chair.
I almost FaceTimed you. I was gonna FaceTime you. Like, hey, man,
You should have. I was available.
I don't want to jinx anything. I don't know you're.
I wasn't on the beanbag though.
What are you doing?
Why?
I was at my parents' house, so we were watching the game there.
Do you have a beanbag over there?
I don't. I have a very old wooden rocking chair that if I put on like 20 more pounds, I'll break it the next time I sit. And I have a hammer. I got a mallet. I got to tap the side to keep it together.
There we go. It's smart.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into the game, talk to us about what we have here.
All right. What you just put on your plate was some New England clam chowder.
Love
Chowder,
New
here you
England
go.
chowder.
Chowder heads.
We just took it off of.
There it is.
There you
Yep.
go. There it is.
Action
Looks
shot.
delightful.
There you go.
Get your cookbook, folks.
Yeah.
And you'll get this
And
in
then
person.
there's an Italian grinder up at the top there. Yep.
Wow.
And then those are maple bacon sliders. And Spencer, this side is Ben's and that side is Spencer's.
Can I just touch him a little bit?
That's
more?
okay.
There you go.
Just flip it there because I did yours with turkey
We'll
and
fix it
turkey
in post.
pepperoni and
Thank you. Thank
No
you so
bacon.
much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
you're welcome.
So thoughtful.
Well,
Good chef. Good guy.
Well, Evan,
You know.
as we're gonna just quickly talk about.
You're approaching it like it was a loss.
This was a loss.
Oh,
The way you
this.
set
Okay.
down,
Like,
this was a loss.
I thought you about the game. The
No,
game.
you know what this is? It's like the Steeler game.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's a win because we got it and everything, but it just looked really bad.
Yeah,
the
that's
performance
tough.
was awful.
at least we won, right? So let's let's run with that.
So it's
we go.
probably
At least we
delicious.
won.
But continue. Yeah, because
least you won. Sorry.
we need the people need to know how you feel.
Yeah,
right
what'd
now.
you feel about the game? I kind of, before you came down here, just kind of said, my cause for concern is the O-line, especially the left tackle. There were some clips of him not blocking anybody, which I think then in turn affects Aaron and the play calling and maybe getting the ball out quick. I'd love to see them work the middle of the field with tight ends. Doesn't have to be far down the field, but just get some tight ends involved, please. And then on the positives, I was very positive about. Was there anything positive? Oh yeah, the defense. TJ, obviously, I thought Harmon being out there for the first time was good. I think there's some. I think the defense is starting to trend potentially in the right direction. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
I don't know what you thought about the game or questions, or we can talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, I think having an offense that has got 3 tight ends, I think you should, utilize those tight ends just a wee bit more than we already do. So, yeah, I think we need to open up the tight end game in the middle of the field. I think that would be great. Defense-wise, I mean, I've been a harsh critic of the defense here the last 2 weeks, and I think I'm doubling. No pun intended. Doubling. You get it?
Dublin.
I was way too excited about
because
that, but it felt right.
because of Ireland.
Dublin. Yes.
This guy's clever.
Sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it.
That's a real talent.
I'm doubling down on Still, very minimal vote of confidence for the defense. I think
But
New England has terrible ball control. They're not really concerned with holding on to the ball, and I think
obviously.
yeah, and I don't know if the Steelers really exploited that or if New England was just that bad at taking care of the ball. There was some shining moments on defense, and I'm not saying they're a terrible defense. It would make me a little more confident if I could see it again. And Minnesota's not going to be a slouch team either, so they've got to.
Yeah, well, let's go into that, Ben. If you don't have anything else on this past week, maybe we can jump into a Minnesota review. I know it's a big deal because the Ireland game and all this stuff, but we still, beyond the fanfare and we still have to win a football game against a team that put up 40.
I'm actually more concerned that Carson Wentz is playing than if JJ was playing. I think if JJ McCarthy was in the game, I'd be like, this is. I have us I put us down as a win here. I put depending on timing. I think they actually have I think this is going to be a harder game with Carson Wentz than it would be with JJ. He's got weapons. He can still move enough, and he can make throws when he needs to. Defense just absolutely went nuts last week against Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers aren't going over till. Remember, I said, look, I wrote depends on timing. They're not going over till Thursday, so I think they're getting in Friday. Which same thing we did. Which when we played Minnesota in London, we were so dead because we didn't go over early enough. I don't know when Minnesota's going over, but it was a big deal.
I think I heard that they both teams are going over at the same time because of how last year and the years before the home team got to go a couple days ahead of time because they were the home team, so they had extra time to prepare. But now they instated a rule where both teams are going at the same time. So competitive advantage, no one, which is a good thing because I could only imagine, getting over there on a Thursday and having to play on Sunday. And
well, that being said, that's good to know. That's why we need you, Evan. I'm still a little nervous about this game. I'm gonna be honest. I think I have us as a W, and I'm changing my mind.
I did?
I'm changing my mind.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
You're gonna say we're losing this
I'm saying we're gonna
because of
lose
the quarterback switch, primarily.
I have a fear that our offense is not going to be able to do enough. I think our defense will play fine. I don't think our offense will do enough this week.
Where their defense was like legit last year, wasn't it?
Here's why. You ready for this? Brian
Yes.
Flores.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Man,
about
they
him.
missed the boat with him, didn't they?
Yes,
He was
they
in the
did.
building. He was in the building.
We let him go.
All right. You heard it here, guys. I'm crossing out my W,
Hold on, I'm punching in on Evan.
and I'm putting an L.
Look, he's so frustrated about that. That's all right.
Okay. There it is. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't, in my heart of hearts,
Break it down for us.
I mean, I want us to win, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think we might, but I just feel like it's, they do like the poll of the nation.
This is
The poll of me is 55% loss, 45. You know what I'm saying? It's very close. Like, it just feels like there's a little bit, that needle's moving like this. And it's because I'm afraid of our line that they're not going to get it done. And Flores is going to take advantage of it because he's a very good defensive coordinator. He knows what he's doing. We never should let him go. And he's going to find a way to attack. And our defense isn't going to be able to do enough to keep us in the game.
Unless there's turnovers again that we create, that the defense creates, which
yes, I agree.
is possible. So, I mean, Carson Wentz, yeah, he's beaten the Steelers before, and J.J. McCarthy would have been a way better quarterback to have in there for the Steelers.
Right.
But like you said, having Carson Wentz in there kind of changes the game a little bit just because he has the veteran capability and he's been there before and he's played this team before. And I don't know if the offense can produce enough points.
I'll say this. Well, this is probably too controversial. If I say that I think we're going to get out coached, is that controversial?
I mean, if you're telling the truth, it's not controversial.
I'll say this. I think Brian Flores is a very good defensive coordinator.
They'll let you know if it's controversial.
Yeah, sure. I'll say this. I'm not going to say. I'm going to say Brian Flores is a very good. Like he's going to call a good coordinator. I'm going to say he's better than Coach Austin, a good coordinator. I think Coach Kevin O'Connell is an exceptional offensive mind.
Oh yeah, yep.
And I think so. I just think that there's that working those things. They're going to find ways to try and exploit our defense, and the defense is going to try and find, which is what everyone does. I get it. I just think that there's a chance that it could.
Well, especially, I mean, they're watching the tape from the Steelers' last game, and that revolving door at left tackle is probably what they're going to go after. And yeah, watch this. I missed.
What should we not touch anybody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the reverse of tag.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't know.
I'll say
Not really. I mean, I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful because I think that this would be a great win because of the stage and the history of Ireland and the Steelers, and I think
Do it for Mr. Rooney.
That's what I mean. Like,
we can't lose this. Boy.
can't.
We can't lose this.
This was very good, by the way.
Big game. Thank you.
I love Clive. I love New England. That's one of my favorite soups.
You know what you got to do though, bro?
Y'all gotta get the cookbook. If
You got to
there's
take
any
the
left.
slider and use it as a sauce.
I'm gonna wait till we're off the air before I try and go with this guy.
Okay.
Brother.
All right. Well,
Well, thank you, Evan.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Glad you survived. Congratulations on your Fighting Irish winning and your Steelers winning.
it was a good weekend.
Good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks to Chef Evan, as always, for not just his insight and his amazing food, but his insight and his amazing food.
Let me ruin your taste buds real quick.
Go ahead. You're going to ruin my taste buds. I'm going to say thank you to Bill and everybody over at Giant Eagle for this amazing food that Evan gets to just bless us with. We couldn't do it without you guys because that's where the good food comes from. So thank you. Oh, gosh. This is, you know what? Signing off.
That's fine. That's good. That's fine.
So I can get my
fine.
kids. Yeah, I gotta get my kids.
That's fine. No, that's good. This is Sierra Nevada's Narwhal. It's a good name. You can't be afraid of something called Narwhal. It's an imperial stout. You know what I mean? Inspired by the mysterious creature that dwells in the deepest Arctic seas, Narwhal Imperial Stout is midnight black and bold with notes of baker's cocoa and dark roasted coffee. You're going to love this. This is good stuff. The massive Imperial Stout is incredibly complex and explores the darkest depths of malt flavor.
Why are we doing this? What are we doing?
You're going to love it. This is great. This is good for you. This is a good thing. This is yeah, there it is. Nah, no, you don't like that at all. That's disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. Oh. Got him. I got him. Yep. And when you ball, you drink it all. There it is. Follow the rules. Yeah, chase it with a sandwich, I think. I think that's going to be the move. Yeah.
Awful. All right. We're out of here.
I thought that was going to be good. I'm sorry. That's actually, I feel bad for you.
This is football, and we'll see when we get back from the other side of the pond. Later.